Well, look at this. This is certainly something random out of left field. If you've not been keeping track of FGO for the past couple of weeks, we're kind of due for another one of these live streams where they come and inform us on what's going to be coming on the JP version of the game. But I don't think anybody could have predicted that we'd be getting one for the Grail front over here, which leads me to believe that this might actually be something. Like, it might not just be just some random Grail front they're throwing our way. I mean, I'm crossing my fingers that they're like, all right, guys, we were just goofing, a little bit of a laugh. You know, it's not just going to be the Grail front, kind of like, say, the Seraph Grail front, where it's just literally Grail front and nothing else. I'm kind of hoping, and I'm getting a little excited because they're going to do a full live stream for this, that maybe we're actually going to get an event with this, kind of like the Skyhawk one, right? Where the Skyhawk one was a lotto. I'm hoping that they might do something like that, because why else are you going to do a whole live stream, you know, kind of updating the players, you know, us, on the state of the game and everything, for just a Grail front, right? Like, a Grail front's not that big. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let me just hit that notify me right there, because it's going to be going live in, oh my goodness, 5:45 a.m. Fun, fun, fun. I don't know if I'm gonna live stream that one. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling Tuesday going into Wednesday, because that's a bit early. But you know, I would have just assumed they would have just tossed us out here and, you know, maybe give us a Koyan Dark banner. Maybe they bring Tai Gong back. They're both really solid units for Quick and Buster, respectively, right? They can both do some pretty good farming for you. They're both pretty good when it comes to more difficult content as well. If you kind of want to use them for that, they've got some things going for them for that stuff, but yeah, it's leading me to believe that maybe we're not just going to be getting some random Grail front and a banner. Maybe we're probably going to see some buffs for some of these units, right? That would be really nice. I know there are a couple of people that are really hoping that Koyan Dark gets a buff over here. Now, like, if you would have asked me like this a couple of days ago, not a couple of days, but a couple of months ago, you know, start or beginning of the year, somewhere around there, I'd be like, nah, she's fine. But then we had Kukul Khan drop it. I'm like, yeah, maybe Koyan Dark does need something to kind of push that envelope a little bit to help her kind of keep up with Kukul Khan. And plus, she's been out for what, almost 2 years now? Oh my goodness, dude. I've been playing this game for way too long. She's been out for like 2 years, because this New Year's was Kirei. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, but hopefully they toss something her way in regards to like a buff or something. And I have Tai Gong on JP, and I have Scotty over there. I don't have Ruler Scotty, but seeing what they did with people like Bradamonte going from completely unrunnable to being able to farm with Black Grail, I have very high hopes. But aside from maybe some buffs and everything, I wonder if they're going to get into some of the Ordeal Call stuff, because I mean, there's nothing really related to Ordeal Call here that I can really tell it's what's going on. I mean, I know the speculation for a lot of people that I've been talking with people on stream with is that we might just be getting Ordeal Call next year. Like, it might be like a New Year's type thing, kind of along the lines of how Lost Belt 7 dropped in January, which I know wasn't intended. It did get pushed back a few times. I think like it got pushed back like a month, and then it got pushed back like a couple of days or something along those lines. But yeah, I'm not really sure what they would be doing this for, because obviously it could be really disappointing. They could just come up there, they could be like, oh hey, we're doing this event, we're not even going to bring you the banner for these guys, no buffs, no nothing, we just wanted to say, dude, Grail front, isn't that fun? I'm hoping it's not just going to be that, because I mean, is that like a 3-week, is this like a 3-week event type thing? Well, no, this is a campaign. The campaign started on the 18th and it's running until the 31st, because I was like, if it's a 3-week period, then that might be kind of a hint to this being the an event, because JP's been dropping 3-week events as opposed to what we have on NA, which is usually like the 2-week events. But no, this is still just a pre-release campaign, so you can't really glean anything from that. But maybe, I don't know, if they do kind of get into details and they're like, oh, this is going to be like a 3-week long event and then we're going to attach something to it, that might be kind of nice. But I don't know, like, I'd like to get some thoughts on this, just some general community thoughts in the comments down below, because, you know, FGO JP has been rather silent as of late. I mean, if we just come and check, you know, I guess the last couple of events we had, it's been kind of, you know, we've been getting stuff, but we're not really been getting things, right? Like, you know, October's been kind of dry. I mean, this is really nice. Free Saint Quartz, I'm not going to complain about that, and the free 4-star, but, you know, they kept dropping all this Ordeal Call stuff, especially after we had a very slow event over here. I mean, you got to keep in mind, this had no point ladder, no lottery, no missions, no nothing. It was just the event shop, And that was it. And then this is, you know, we were expecting maybe to get like a Samurai Remnant banner, maybe get a costume, maybe get a buff or something in celebration for the game coming up. But we didn't get any of that. So realistically, I mean, if you just look at like what the past 2 months, it's been pretty slow. Like ever since like anniversary and summer, we haven't really gotten anything over here on the JP version of the game. And again, allegedly, haven't been able to confirm this myself because I don't speak Japanese. But apparently on some of the past live streams, they have been saying that they want to slow down on the Halloween specific events and the Christmas specific events, which I don't know why. I imagine you could just start dropping like Halloween and Christmas themed servant, make a Santa theme 5-star limited servant and give us a free-to-play, right? I'm sure that would sell. I mean, dude, you're telling me you would not summon for like a Santa Gilgamesh, right? You're telling me you wouldn't summon for that? Like, I know I would. Like, you could just drop something like that. It feels like easy money. It's the same reason that I don't know why they didn't do the bride thing every single year for Valentine's, right? You know, start with Nero Bride, then do like Tamamo Bride, like an Altera Bride if you want to stick with like the extra thing. I don't know, throw out like an Artoria Bride as well. You can just start throwing these bride characters out here, but, you know, I'm not complaining. We finally got like Bizette and those guys in the game, but, you know, it's just weird things behind the scenes that I'm like, I don't know why you guys are doing this stuff, but I don't know. It gives me a little bit of high hopes because I was literally just like, okay, I guess I'll just go, you know, look at my, you know, note of ideas for when things are kind of dry and just do one of those video topics. But then I kind of, you know, logged onto YouTube because I was going to watch the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS. And then I saw this on my homepage and I was like, we're getting a live stream for this, for a Grail Front. Nah, it can't just be a Grail Front. Like, it can't just be a Grail Front, right? Surely you don't just do a full live stream because these are like, what? Like an hour, 2 hours long, and they get like Tucson and like all the staff and everything together for these, usually some VAs. Surely we're not going to go through all of this trouble to just be like, all right, you know, every stage we're going to drop one mission. You go do that mission, grab your Grail fragment, and then we're going to move on. Unless it's going to be like a complete revamping of how Grail fronts work, because correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember if we actually had the power mod bonuses for the past Grail lives, because the last one was not Grail lives but Grail fronts, because the last one was the Merlin one, I think, if I remember correctly, because the Seraph one was like last year or something. I think we had like the Merlin one earlier this year or something, and I don't remember there being a power mod or something for that one, right? You know, I could actually just, let me just double check this. It was in like February, right? January? What was this, March? I know we had one. You can't lie to me, bro. You can't deceive me. I'm not gonna be lied to. It happens sometimes. Okay, look, there was a Grail front at some point. I know it happened. They can't lie to me, but I don't remember there being a power mod is like the bottom line. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. This is very weird, potentially very exciting, but I don't want to get my hopes up because I've been so disappointed so many times going into these JP live streams, you know, getting my hopes up for something because it seems like, oh yeah, they're going to definitely do this thing, because why else would they do X, Y, or Z if they're not going to do, you know, A, B, or C, right? And then they just end up doing nothing. They just do like, oh, here's like the bare minimum. So I don't know. Let me know those thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know if this is just another crackpot conspiracy case that I got going on, or maybe I'm kind of spitting here. You can let me know that in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.